Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Mike Smith, and co-hosting today, back by popular demand, Aaron Glandon.
I'm here, and we also have a third co-host. There's a fly buzzing around us. Can you hear him?
I didn't hear or see.
It's pretty loud.
It's apparently out of my reach because
there he is. He's on the light.
Well, if he comes by, you may want to
smack him.
Well, if we don't upset PETA or anybody like that. So good to be along with you again today. I think last Friday was our first time of you co-hosting.
Yes, it was. And we're matching today.
You know,
accidentally.
It's amazing how many times that happens to Dan and I. So you know Aaron is fitting in when we're starting to think alike. Now, that may be scary to him. I don't know. Yeah. Let's start out with the weather. Beauty today. Partly sunny skies with a high of 68. It gets even better. Now, when we set our clock back, we didn't go back to summer. It just feels that way. Warmer tomorrow with a high of 74. And then we get back to reality. It starts cooling off on Thursday with a high of 67, then 54 on Friday. When we come back, we'll take a look at our topics of the day. It's election day today, if you didn't know that, but we'll cover that and a lot of sports to tell you about, all coming up here on the Tuesday edition of Litter Media Live. Scioto Valley Dumpsters, 253-8389. You can get a free quote from them. If you need a dumpster for a cleanup project around your property, whether it's your house or whether you're on the farm or your business, give them a call and see what they can do to work with you. And from time to time, if the price is right, they'll even help with the getting the junk out, so to speak. Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
At Rathkamp Financial, we provide wealth management services that may ease clients' fears of financial loss and help them retire comfortably. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
You asked, we delivered. New Mike's Hard Lemonade, Zero Sugar. Zero sugar. Amazing taste. Years in the making. Now that's a drink worthy of the name Mike.
All right, let's get into the topics for today. Did you vote?
Not yet. I'm doing that after this.
Okay. That means it's election day, folks, not only in Ohio, but all across the country. Various states have elections. Two big state ballot issues for constitutional amendments are up for consideration here in Ohio, while locally you'll be seeing candidate races for mayor, township trustees, and local tax issues. Logan Elm High School marching band here recently gained a superior rating on the OMEA State Marching Band Finals in Piqua. That was actually held on Sunday. Am I going too fast for you?
No, my images, when I restarted the program, it lost. Those two aren't there.
Oh, okay.
The rest, I think, are there.
I didn't want to go too fast here, yeah. If you didn't see it, here about an hour ago, we had Teresa Reap in as a special edition guest. She was talking about the annual Christmas lights project called Shine On Chillicothe. And we don't have any audio from Teresa?
No, we do not. Just that image.
Okay.
But it's on YouTube, and it's on Litter Media Radio as of right now.
All right. So if you didn't catch it earlier, you can catch that. But November the 17th, that's a Friday night. That is the lighting, the annual Christmas tree lighting in the downtown. Shine On Chillicothe deals mostly with getting the lights put up in Yoctangi Park, where we had Tiffany Baldwin in last week with downtown Chillicothe. They take care of the lighting in the downtown. Makes sense, doesn't it, downtown Chillicothe? Pickaway County Chamber of Commerce is promoting their next business after hours at the Atomic Credit Union in Circleville. That'll be 5 to 7 p.m. November the 14th. If you're going to go, though, they ask you to RSVP by this Friday, November the 10th. Adena Elementary PTO card party will be Tuesday, November the 21st from 6 to 9 p.m. Doors will open that day at 5:30 to start purchasing raffle tickets. Raffle tickets are $1 for most items. They'll have a cakewalk. That's $5. You'll play as far as the card party until you win or until they're out of baked goods. Also available will be bake sale, cakewalk, games, and a raffle.
Will we see you at the poker table?
You know, I'm not very good at poker. Never was. In fact, there's a story that I will not go into where I lost with my cousin Jim. Maybe Jim's told you that story. I don't know. The Calvary Baptist Church, I'll get out of that, go back to church, will host Journey to Bethlehem, a drive-through nativity experience with live characters on December 1st and December the 2nd. That's 6 to 8 p.m. The free event is their gift to the community, with the church located at 2486 Anderson Station Road in Chillicothe. You might remember we had a guest on Tabernacle Baptist talking about their nativity interactive event, but this is at Calvary Baptist Church called Journey to Bethlehem. I have a story up on littermedia.com concerning the U.S. Postal Service release of its official deadlines for the 2023 holiday season. Now, this aims to ensure that timely arrival of cards, letters, and packages by Christmas Day. If you're sending gifts, for example, to our troops overseas, you'll want to know they actually have a specific date in our website that tells you when you have to have that put in there in order to get overseas. Small business owners preparing for the forthcoming holiday shopping and shipping season can look forward to some clear dates and predictability in their pricing. Do you have anything to add on topics before we go to sports?
I don't think so. I worked at a post office in college, and those people work hard. So don't take the USPS for granted.
Did you have any thing like what we just talked about with the Christmas holiday shopping rush? You got to get them by a certain date?
When it was Christmas season, we would get triple the amount of packages that we normally had that we would have to give out to the students.
I used to go, when I worked at the radio station, I was always in town like at 5 a.m., and I always went to the post office first. And one morning I went in and I heard cheeping.
Like a bird?
Cheep, 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 cheep. I mean, but it was like multiple cheeps. And they were mailing little chicks. I don't know if this was for Easter or what to do, but I was talking to one of the employees. She said, yeah, we do this from time to time. But I didn't know if I've
never heard of that.
Walked into a livestock barn or what, but no, it was the Postal Service. But you can check that story out on those mailing dates for the holiday at littermedia.com. When we come back, we're talking sports. Accurate Heating, Cooling, your trusted comfort advisor. They added plumbing. This was several years back when they brought plumbing in, and as I've told you many, many times, full disclosure, I have used every aspect of what they do in my home, the heating, cooling, and plumbing. And the reason that I keep working with them is because they're good at what they do. Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
McDonald's locations in Chillicothe, Circleville, Waverly, and Greenfield. I'm loving it. Before we get into sports, we've got some listeners.
Yeah, I want to say hello to all of our listeners. Aunt Ruth is watching, as always. Jerry Drummond, Peggy Conley, Steve Lewis, and Dan Ramey is
that?
watching that.
Who's
I don't
that?
know. He watches all the time, and I guess he's like a stalker or something.
Yeah. Now, you called her Aunt Ruth. For you, it would be Grandma.
Grandma Ruth, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good to have. Steve, are you on a boat somewhere? Steve Lewis's Orange is on a boat somewhere we're talking about.
He's in Florida, isn't he?
Very well
what he's
could
been
be.
saying?
It could be. Moving over to sports, we've just learned that Litter Media Radio's Game of the Week. Well, we knew we were trying to go, but we just had to get the okay that, yes, they're going to let Mike Smith and Tom Beard in the press box. The Bloom Carroll Bulldogs, after that thrilling win last week over Jackson, they'll go up to Tays Valley High School, the neutral site, where Bloom Carroll will take on number 1 seed Bishop Watterson. They're the number 1 seed in Division III, Region 11. Our pregame show, 6:50. Don't forget Thursday, of course, at noon here on Litter Media Facebook Live. We have our preview show where we'll try to get to the coaches and give you a little background, and also have our Player of the Week that we always name. And if you've not done so yet, make sure you get your nominations in for that. But that's our Game of the Week this Friday night, Bloom Carroll and Bishop Watterson. The Ohio High School Volleyball Coaches Association.
Well, you wanted to talk about Bloom Carroll first.
You're absolutely right. This is the Central District. Most of the time when we have website stories on football, it's the Southeast District. That's put together by the Prep Sports Writers Association. That's not come out yet. This did come out. It came to our attention last night, the All Central District involving Bloom Carroll. And you can see some familiar names if you were watching our coverage last week, including Ethan Thantanavong, their great quarterback. Is that Brooke? That's not.
Who are you looking at? Broden Bishop?
Bishop. That's not the spelling we had on our roster last week. That's why it kind of threw me. Tristan Britch, also Dylan Armentrout, their record-setting running back. Jaden Ball. This guy is a mountain on the line, and I saw a stat. You know what a pancake block is?
Oh, yeah.
For those of you in the audience, that's where you knock the defender on his back and you're on top of him. This kid has 100 pancake blocks, and the guy that he's been assigned to block all year has not had a sack on the quarterback all year.
So he's pretty good.
It kind of put me in mind of the great Orlando Pace many years back when he played for the Buckeyes. But congratulations to all of those Bulldogs for their all-district honors. And, again, we'll see all those guys coming up on our Game of the Week this Friday night. Now, the OHS, VCA, all Ohio volleyball teams are out as far as players in our area. Several area players made the honors list. 4 of them were first-team All-Ohio. They are Evelyn Brown of Bloom Carroll, Christian Thompson of Fairfield Union, who's been a previous athlete of the week for us, Anna Kidder of Marietta, and Bella Claxon of South Webster. Second team honors included Brinley Preston of Adena, along with Josie Lockheed of Southeastern. Third team honors included Claire King of Logan Elm and Madison Lacey of Bloom Carroll. You can find that complete list on our website story at littermedia.com. College basketball officially got underway for both the women and men of Ohio State yesterday. The kind of a split decision. The women lost. They were ranked number 7 in the nation, but they lost to number 21 ranked Southern Cal 83-74. That game was out in Las Vegas at a tournament out there. On the men's side, they opened with a win over Oakland, Michigan.
And it took that image away from us again.
I tell you what, the Gremlins are killing us today. 79-73, the men of Ohio State, a winner in that one last night. Ohio Bobcats, MAC football is tonight. Yeah, ESPN has that coverage, taking on Buffalo. I think there's a number of MAC games that are being held on Tuesday nights. They've been doing that for a number of years to get more national attention, but that's where the Bobcats are playing tonight against Buffalo. And the Columbus Blue Jackets, they have been the Heartbreak Kids already. I think this is at least the 3rd or 4th overtime that they've lost, last night losing by a score of 5-4. I see CBJ there. Is that them?
I'm not sure if that's the right one.
Okay.
Yep. Nope.
The Gremlins have been eating up all of our images today, so We don't have those for you, but we gave you the information just like we used to do on the radio when you couldn't see it, but you could hear it.
I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
You said the season opener was yesterday, but they were already ranked 7th. How does that work?
Preseason poll.
Okay. I'm
That
not
was
a
easy.
college basketball fan.
Well, it's the same way with football too.
Okay.
They always have their preseason poll. They rank them before they ever played them. But I guess you could call that an upset. But I think the image, if you can go back to that image for the Ohio State women.
Nope. This one.
Yeah, this young lady, I think that's shooting the ball. I don't know that she's the one. Her first name is Juju. Mm-hmm. She had 33 points, and she's just a freshman.
That's pretty
freshman.
Good. Yeah.
In her first game against a ranked team, 33 points last night. So maybe some exciting things to come for the Lady Bucks. When we come back, we'll wrap up with Revolutionary War history, because that's what we do on Tuesday, thanks to the Daughters of the American Revolution, and all that's coming up here on Litter Media Live.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it. Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit dixiechopper.com.
For transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Our financial lives have never been more complex, and some decisions just can't wait, which is why our K&B Mobility app gives you instant access to the financial tools you need wherever you are. Get a clear picture of all of your accounts, check your daily transactions, receive account alerts, and much more. So no matter where you are or what you are doing, you can make the best decisions for you and your financial goals. Download our Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
You haven't had vodka soda like this. No one has. Made with the world's smoothest vodka plus real juice. New White Claw Vodka Soda.
All right, back with Aaron Glandon. I'm Mike Smith on Litter Media Live. Tuesdays, we always wrap up with our history moment as the Revolutionary War moment, because we are approaching the 250th anniversary of the start of the Revolution. Teresa Reap, who was with us this morning, she's coming back next Tuesday to talk about a commemoration they're going to be doing locally on the Boston Tea Party.
Because there's a boat here, isn't there?
Well, there will be. I think she said it's 14 foot long, but it's going to be a reenactment, because actually in Boston, Massachusetts, on December the 16th, which is that's the date of when the Tea Party, for those of you that don't do history, party, they're going to do that locally, because there was a fellow that was in the actual Boston Tea Party after the Revolution. He moved here, and he's buried out in Bainbridge.
Well, what did he do that for? I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Well, he got a land grant. That was something they did for a lot of the Revolutionary heroes, that, maybe they had some kind of an honor or citation, and they got a lot of land grants, and back then it was go west. Well, this was west back
right.
then. So,
manifest destiny.
Yes, Teresa will be back with us next Tuesday morning for another special edition to talk about that event. I think they're going to have it open December 7th through 15th, and then the commemoration event will be on the 16th. But our Revolutionary War moment, John Adams was the defense attorney. That's right, I said defense attorney for the British, yes, I said British soldiers involved in the Boston Massacre. Now, this happened before the Revolutionary War officially got started. A witness in the trial said a victim on his deathbed said the Brits fired in self-defense. John Adams, who would, of course, later become president of the United States, represented these British soldiers and got them cleared of murder charges. Isn't that wild how
That is wild.
destiny kind of takes a funny turn
Yeah.
on things? But this is our second president of the United States. More than one John Adams was president.
John Quincy Adams was 5th, was he?
I believe that's
Fifth or
correct.
sixth?
That was his son. And then there was
I thought he was his nephew.
well, you're probably right, because
I'm pretty sure he's his nephew.
very good. But he kept it in the family.
Right.
You wouldn't think a nephew would be named after John. John and John.
Maybe.
Usually that's reserved for your kids.
Usually. Look it up.
Will your son, if you have a son one day, will he be Aaron Jr.?
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
You could have been Joe Jr.
I could have. Well, my middle name is Joseph.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. See, Aaron and I are relatives, but I didn't know that. Nobody tells me anything in my family. I'm the last to know.
You showed up at the family reunion about 2 hours late the other day.
That is the gospel truth. Actually, Aunt Ruth did. We shouldn't throw her under the bus. She did tell me in advance that the reunion was going to be on the day, but she didn't tell me the time and the place.
Right. Well, you know,
because she thought I was going to be somewhere else that day.
I was asked to pick up the chicken, and I took it to the brick because I just assumed it would be there. Which
is no longer in business. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe you and I got the same problem. Maybe. They don't really want us there. So anyway, that's a little bit of a history note on our Revolutionary War history. Dan will be back tomorrow. You'll be here, I think.
Probably.
And I'll be off again. And then we'll all be reunited, and we all come together on Thursday for our weekly show and also the Game of the Week preview show.
Right. And hopefully the Fly is not around then. I don't hear him anymore.
Maybe the Fly is the one that ate those images.
Maybe.
In the OBS. We'll have to take care of that.
Got into the hard drive.
Yeah. All right. That's the way things wrap up for this Tuesday. We hope that you'll enjoy the great weather while we have it, because it will spoil you, folks, and it's going to be even nicer tomorrow. Get out and vote if you haven't done so already. We'll have election results of all of the area board of elections that Ross and contiguous counties. Those links will be up within a story. Well, we always do this on our littermedia.com website. So when you go to those links, if it's not there, don't yell at us, because it's coming directly from your county board of election, such as Highland County, Pike County, Ross County, or so forth. We just provide the link to make it a little bit easier for you to find out how your local elections are going. All right, that's a wrap. For Aaron Glandon, I'm Mike Smith. Have a great day, everyone, from all of us here at Litter Media Live.